What did you see happening there in the third quarter?
Um, Man, I just think as a defense, we got to have that bend but don't break mentality. We can't control, what happens on special teams and offense. We would like to play complimentary ball, but at the end of the day, when our backs against the wall, we got to do whatever we got to do to hold them to three to, keep our lead, and keep the energy and keep the focus.
Big play was you had the sack on Burrow, minus 23 yards, and then the flag comes out.
Yeah, I mean, I was so tired. Like, I celebrated so much just trying to get the energy going and obviously, on my fellow teammate. But at the end of the day, man, that's one of those things, you want to play penalty-free football, to not negate big plays like that. And it was unfortunate, but at the end of the day, that wasn't the whole game, And, man, we had to get back to it and, continue to fight.
Could you feel that momentum just shifting, and were you guys getting frustrated during that situation?
I mean, I knew those guys. You get a turnover in the red zone. The offense gonna come out there fired up. But it was our job to, to match their intensity and hold them out. And unfortunately, they made more plays than we made, and that's never a good thing because man, we got a lot of playmakers on our side of the ball. And I mean, you seen it early on. We was doing good, and man, we just didn't finish.
4 straight possessions. They were covering the ball inside your 50. How tough was that on the defense to keep going back out there?
I mean, it was really tough, but that's what we got drafted here to do. That's what a lot of guys got paid here to do. So, I mean, at the end of the day, we can't make no excuses. It is football. Every ball not going to bounce our way, but it's how you respond to the circumstances. And I don't feel like we responded the best. In some opportunities we did good, but in other opportunities we didn't do the best. And we want to be in those positions, obviously not in that manner, but if it do come up, let's show how good we are. That's kind of the mindset.
The defense is in total control of the game early on in the first half, and then all of a sudden those turnovers start happening, and how in those situations how do you stop the bleeding? Because at some point they keep getting possession in your territory. There's only so much you can hold in those situations, right? And then the penalties start.
Yeah, I mean, as a defense, we don't control them, getting turnovers on the offense. But at the end of the day, we got to hold them out of the end zone. We got to make them kick it through the uprights, and we didn't do a good enough job, doing that. Because at the end of the day, we our brothers' keepers, so we're supposed to have our brothers' back. So we got to dig a little deeper and fight a little harder just to keep them out. And I think that's just got to be the whole mentality. Nah, I don't worry about having to turn it around because, I mean, you've seen what type of performance we can do. If we could put together those for 4 quarters, man, we one of the best teams in this thing, and I truly believe that. And the focus got to be even tighter, and, man, just the complimentary football got to be even better just to pull out wins. But, I mean, at the end of the day, that went over, and we got to do whatever we got to do to win on Christmas. And, man, we got to try to get it because I want to be in the postseason. I know those guys want to be in the postseason, but you got to handle the game that's in front of you right now to get there. Because it ain't just going to be no walk-in.
Could you sense a loss of focus at all coming out of halftime?
Nah, man, that was the main thing we talked about is playing 4 quarters. That's the first thing Bo said, keep the energy, keep the intensity, and play for 4 quarters, and we can do something special.
Do you get a feeling that there's a kind of here we go again feeling when the tide turns?
Nah, I don't get it. I just feel like it's football. You just got to go out there and make plays. Their guys made 5-star plays, and our defense didn't make 5-star plays. That's kind of how we do it. We like to match their intensity and make plays and make them have to catch us and making plays. Like we started off with a pick, and they went and got one back. So we got to do what we got to do.
You guys were so dominant in the first half. That has to be the frustrating part, is that how good you played in the first half, and it was kind of night and day in the second.
Yeah, I mean, no game is ever over, and, I still feel like we played good ball in the second half, but, I mean, obviously starting where they started at, man, we got to be even better.
Is it at least a confidence booster knowing that you guys dominated the first half against arguably the best team in the AFC?
Nah, you don't get no more victories from that. We lost the game, so, I mean, we just got to get back to the drawing board and find better ways to be even better.